So again, to begin with, the document has the similar layout as it was for, the CRF unique casebook and your unique CRFs and the CRF casebook. We have the header, the footer, as well as the cover page, which is showing us the header, which is the protocol number, sponsor name, and sponsor logo. In the footer, we have the file name along with the version name and the page number, and the cover page, which is also called as the front page or the face page, with the name of the document, CRF completion guidelines, the version number and its date. Also, the protocol title along with the version number and the date, and the name of sponsor and its confidentiality statement. So that's the cover page, and then we go to the details. Let's say the first one about the informed consent form. So as the informed consent form is to be filled in data with, the first question what will appear is that date of visit and was informed consent obtained. So here is where we learn about the dynamics, that as soon as the form is opened, only these two questions would appear. Later on, depending on the answers given to these questions, would the next fields appear in the way that date of visit is entered from the calendar in the DD M 4 times Y format. Then comes the informed consent. Obtain questions, select a yes or no from the drop down, which was the list of value as we defined it in the STS. What comes next is if no is selected, such a font reflecting in red would appear that before proceeding further, do not include the subject. Only when the subject has informed consent, only then the subject has to be included in the study. However, if yes is marked, what we would see next is that date of obtaining informed consent and time of informed consent appear on the screen. So this is an example of the dynamics, that only when this question is marked as yes, we have the date of informed consent and time of informed consent appearing. Before that, we were not able to see the rest of the questions. There were only these two questions appearing on the screen when the form was opened. Only the date of visit and the informed consent obtained option of yes or no. Only when informed consent obtained is marked as yes is when we could see the other two questions showing up. Guys, do you understand what is dynamics now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So this is how questions appear on the screen. We had seen it in the database, though we would still need to incorporate such screenshots, because the way I am explaining it to you guys now, tomorrow when you get to work, when you start with your DM journey, you are going to prepare such documents so that they are clear enough that the user at site, when he opens this document, he'll be able to figure out what is it that he or she needs to do while doing data entry. We'll give them these screenshots. Select no, this text would appear. Select Y, these questions would appear when you select yes, and enter the responses likewise.